First of all, we should get into a little thing we like to call news.
Gather round, folks, it's time for the scoop. Tune your ears in, let's join the loop.
All right. As this little banner you see down here tells us, it looks like there's some A24 news here, Dennis. Right before Thanksgiving, A24 and Barnes & Noble have teamed up for an A24 shop experience with a dedicated area promoting the studio's work. It'll be at the following locations. In LA, it's at the Grove. New York at Union Square. Orlando at Colonial Plaza Market Center. Bloomington, Minnesota at the Mall of America. Oak Brook, Illinois and Oak Brook Center. Portland at Clark Mass Town Center Mall. Seattle at Washington Northgate. I thought that might be you, Portland. San Antonio at it just says San Antonio, and Troy, Michigan, somewhere out there. So if you got Barnes & Noble at any of those places, go and check out all that A24 has to offer. I don't know.
Essentially, all of the bookstores left in America. It's
yes.
Right. No, that's cool though.
No,
that's cool.
Yeah. It's like, why not? Like, give it a shot. Like, see what happens. I mean, they already kind of have what Criterion Collection. I feel like they have a good series.
Yep, I was just gonna say that's usually a lot of stuff that's bundled together. I'd like that. I think A24 easily has enough to offer for them to do the very same thing. And now,
because I think not only that, because they have books and like soundtracks and merchandise, so it's like, why not? They're a big enough name. People know A24, even if they're not movie buffs. I feel like, hopefully.
Oh yeah, it's that. Yeah, the name has definitely risen above their initial that initial status that they had. So yeah,
yes.
All right, I'll check that out.
So if you're back home ever for any of the holidays, Dennis, if it's still there, you should definitely check it out and report back to us. And if I'm ever at any of these places, doubtful, I'll check it out at my end, but not traveling anywhere for this. All right, up next. After working together on Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder and Tig Notaro are reteaming to make a hot lesbian action movie called Deviants. As now, Tig Notaro says it'll take place back in some old-timey days and deal with some closeted deviants. So, I don't know. And it's not me saying a hot lesbian action movie. That's how it's being described.
How it's being, yeah. I mean, I assume that's what you're. No, awesome, because she was a badass in that movie, and she's hilarious. Great talent as a comedian and as just a performer. She crushed it in that movie. I thought that was great. That character was great.
100%. Like, apparently, from being in that movie, people have come up to her and like calling her a sexy badass and stuff. I'm like, all right, I guess, sure, why not? I mean, she was badass, so I can't deny that.
Hell yeah,
and talented.
Cool. So, all right,
I'm intrigued to see
I'd check that out. Shit, yeah,
cool. Yeah. All right, up next. Leslie Odom Jr. is writing and starring in a horror movie which will explore Sammy Davis Jr.'s connection to the Church of Satan. Do you know anything about this?
No, I wish I did.
Me neither.
Oh my god.
Apparently, Rolling Stones put out an article about this, and like apparently he was close with the creator of the Church of Satan, and something happened, one thing or another, and they split up. But this is being sold as a horror movie. I'm intrigued by this.
Anton LaVey or
yes, that's the one. Because apparently he was a musician at one point before opening the church.
Yep. I may have read about the guy before.
Really? What do you know about him? I know nothing about this guy.
Just that, like, there is what was it in college? When we were in college, we found a card or something somewhere, and that just like sent me down a rabbit hole of just like reading shit online, and that's as far as it ever got. I never signed up for anything.
Yeah.
Trust me. But
I don't know why I'm having like Scientology thoughts. Like, you think in like 20, 30 years, someone's going to make a movie about Tom Cruise and Scientology like this? Like, seems similar.
Maybe if the church doesn't exist anymore, but if they still do, they're gonna do everything they can to shut that shit down.
No,
wild. Yeah, I'd fucking watch that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fuck yeah.
cool.
All right, staying in the realm of horror movies, it looks like James Wan is producing a new paranormal activity movie for his partners over at Blumhouse. Makes sense in my book, I think. What about you? What do you think?
It seems like a natural progression of things. Like the man's association with horror is just one to one. It makes perfect sense there.
Mm-hmm.
Journey of the Paranormal Activity movies. It could probably use some love to come back around to the um, the impact that the first one or two films had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The
Back
way
when it was scary and not just like, let's replicate what we've done in the past.
exactly, or
It was
and
original
then
and
vaguely
fresh.
pushing the envelope with a couple of shock value sort of things when you're just waiting an hour and a half, 2 hours to get to that thing that's supposed to shock you.
Yeah.
No, I get the novelty being worn off, but I think with a talent like his, probably get
Hell
an
yeah.
interesting new perspective on the found footage ghost
Right?
story. So
I can't say I've seen any of these movies since the second one, but I feel like you're saying he can bring fresh air into it. That I think I would check it out probably.
mhm.
Yeah. All
Nice,
right. Speaking of
cool,
talent here, Dennis, this next one I love. Vin Diesel
gross.
is going to be writing, producing, and starring in a Rock'em Sock'em Robots movie.
Where he plays both robots. We already had the Rock'em
Ugh.
Sock'em Robots movie, though.
Real still.
Yes, Hugh Jackman did it. It was a heartwarming tale.
Yeah.
What do you think his family's gonna bring to the table?
And it's funny, I believe it's Hasbro, the president of Hasbro is like, oh, Vin is such a great creative. He's written great things. It's like if you look at his IMDb, he's written like 4 things back at the heyday of like the first Fast and Furious movie that nobody's ever heard of. But I guess you can say he probably has a say in everything that happens in the
Oh,
Fast and Furious movies
yeah. I mean,
and
he's
the Triple X movies and Pitch Black, I guess.
yep. No, I mean, I could see that. That
But
what was that? What was that last like superhero anti-hero movie we've reviewed?
The Last Witch Hunter that we were talking about, the sequel for
No, the
that one.
futuristic-y one or something. Like, what was it about? Oh, God damn it. I can't.
I'm
Anyways,
looking it up.
it
I'm pulling.
wasn't
Oh, the one
okay.
that I think I know what you're talking about. Bloodsport, the one I saw right before the pandemic shut down all theaters. Or is
Is
it
it? Yeah,
something
yeah,
else
yeah,
you're
yeah.
thinking of?
Yeah, I think that is it. I think
It
that
was
is
it
it.
was a fun little movie.
I remember the action being cool, but I really don't remember the story. So yeah. Anyways, not
Yeah.
to
It was a
derail from
bland
this
Vin
story,
Diesel.
but
Sorry.
it's. I mean, it. I guess why not?
They're
I
just
don't know.
stretching. They're like
There
Barbie
is.
was a hit. Let's make everything of property these days. Why
Well, I mean,
not?
at least they're off the let's make every board game into a movie train for a moment. That's going to come
Yeah.
roaring back probably after this
Well, I
thing
mean, right now the
fucking
moment
craps
is
out. So,
video games. Let's make every video game into a movie.
and hey, at least it goes to show a few of them do kind of deserve that treatment, and they're
True.
flourishing in giving them that look. So, especially as a series.
Yeah.
So, um,
Which in a couple of days we're getting season 2 of Fallout. So
oh my god, I'm
something's going right.
so excited.
And Jonathan Nolan says they're aiming to shoot season 3 in the summer. So the train tracks are laid out. Let's get more of this shit coming.
Right, you've already got the
But
fan base going, so especially now knowing
yeah.
the next location we're going to is not only a fan favorite of the game, the core gamers, but now we're getting to see all the heroes that we've met, who've come to know and love in the first season. We're getting to see them really go fucking full tilt on an adventure
Mm-hmm.
together. So,
Which we kind of got towards the end of the last season, but now we're getting it in full force, which is nice.
exactly, we're not
But
having to waste time. Well, no, waste time, but you know what I mean. Getting to know
we're not
everyone.
building up to it. We're already there.
Exactly. Mind, well, we get a couple characters, a couple new faces,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Sure.
I'm
A good
pumped.
amount. But I don't know. To close the books on this, does any part of this intrigue you? To me, not really. I like Vin Diesel in certain things, but writing, producing, I don't know.
I don't. Yeah,
Rock'em
no.
sock'em. All right.
I'm about as excited for this as I would be Battleship 2. So
Rihanna will come back and Taylor Kitsch. Let's do it.
Riri.
Woo! All right. Scarlett Johansson will be starring in a new Exorcist movie that's being written and directed by Mike Flanagan. We just got an Exorcist movie from David Gordon Green that was supposed to be the beginning of a franchise for Blumhouse, and that tanked, and he's out, and now they're bringing in Flanagan and Johansson, and I feel like we haven't really seen Scarlett do a horror movie. Do you think
That's
this will
a
be a
good
good
point.
match for her? I don't know.
I don't know. I gotta buy it. You know, like that's the thing is, I guess it depends on what kind of character archetype she's being written into for this story.
True.
Because I'm sorry, she just spent the last 10 plus fucking years being a badass. So
Yeah.
I don't know how well the possessed damsel in distress situation we're gonna be. Is that even it? Am I completely missing
Like,
the
I
mark?
feel like she's
I
moved
don't
beyond that. Like,
know.
badass in Marvel, badass in Jurassic World. She could do anything at this point. She's
Yeah,
in some of the biggest movies of the past 20 years.
she is.
Why
I
do
mean, it's
this?
no denying that. Yeah. Um, but like, I think it's just like you said. It's probably interesting to change it up a little bit. Uh,
True.
go through a slightly different experience, very different experience, I guess, depending on
Yeah.
what route they take. I'm guessing based on I don't know what if this is the artwork that's even used.
Yeah,
The
I wonder
wardrobe
if
is
it's going to
from.
be.
Is it a period
I
piece
wonder if
or is it?
that's what I'm saying. I wonder if it's a period piece or if it's going to be a modern day telling, because I believe the last Exorcist film was modern day. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It could go
Well,
either way, I guess. And
she's gonna do a good
Mike
job.
Flanagan.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Um,
like a top notch horror director, top notch actress. Hopefully, it equals a little bit of an audience going out to see it, but I feel like I feel like we don't need another Exorcist. Let's make
no.
another
And
horror
I'm
movie.
tired of these. Oh, the last one tanked, so we're gonna try it again. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
or
Pretend like it never happened.
learn something from your mistake and maybe make a different movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not a bad choice either. But
Yeah.
we shall
Well,
see.
sticking with Scarlett Johansson, a couple of episodes ago, we were talking about the fact that she was in negotiations to star as the main villain, Mother Goth, motherfucking Mother
Motherfucker,
Gothel
motherfucker.
Entangled. Sorry, I forgot
Yeah.
what the fuck name of her character was. And it looked like she was the momentum to get this live action Tangled movie back on track. But now it looks like she's not going to be starring in it. So I don't know if this movie is going to happen. Which
That's a lot of juice to lose. That's
yeah,
was there
because they
anyone
didn't
even
have
else
anyone else
attached?
cast.
Oh,
No,
see,
it's
yeah.
just her.
Oh, dude, yeah. That's if the richest woman in Hollywood decides to back out, you're
Not a
probably
good
not
sign.
doing too well. Yeah. But you never know. Maybe now that means
True.
someone else is going to step in.
Which honestly, I don't picture her as that character. That character was a little older, a little more grizzled, but it's like she's an actress. She could do it. They could put her makeup. They did
Yeah.
it to
Oh,
Gal
totally.
Gadot, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like she could do more things. But the reason she dropped out, everyone assumes, is because it's announced that she's going to be starring in the Batman 2 with fucking good old Robert Pattinson. And she's going to be a villain in that, but not Poison Ivy, a villain we've never seen on the big screen. So everyone's
Oh,
speculating who it could be.
cool. Nice.
Well, a lot of people are thinking she's going to be the Phantasm or Phantasm,
Yeah. Oh my
or
God. They're going to do. Oh shit. That would be.
or possibly one of the people who's in charge of the Court of Owls. I don't know too much about these, but I'm like, it'd be badass seeing her. We've seen her as a superhero, but seeing her as a super villain
Yeah.
could be cool in a dark, gritty movie like this.
I remember loving Mask of the Phantasm as a kid. So like one of the first times I can recall there being like a straight to video feature length animated film that was targeted for like that, specifically that era of animated Batman fans and stuff. Same with the Sub-Zero movie. I love that too. I even got the book that came out at the same time, and I read that too. I was super into that shit. That cool. That would be a cool character. I'd like to see all that play out.
And the interesting thing is,
Yeah,
apparently, before they got her to sign on, the role was initially offered to Emma Stone, who turned it down. So it's interesting. Emma
Interesting.
Stone
Oh,
seems to make these interesting moves. She's been offered, I think, Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four and turned that down. And she's been doing these like weirder, like indie movies. So it's like
but she gets a lot of
I
praise
don't.
for
I feel
doing
like
him.
yeah,
So
and they're good
it's
movies.
yeah, exactly. So she's not like it's like she's not missing out really. So I get it
Yeah.
if she's in that stride of like I'm gonna keep making the shit I'm intrigued
Hmm.
by. Not to say there's nothing intriguing about what's happening over
Sure.
here, but different strokes, I
Yeah.
guess.
Now, if they didn't say it was a villain, I would say why not give her the role of Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, Batwoman? Like that could be kind of fun. But I guess she doesn't want to be a hero anymore. She's done that.
Right, because we've never had a live action
Well, we had
Oracle,
Alicia
right?
Silverstone, I think, in Batman and Robin, I think. But did
Well,
she don the cape and
when we
cowl?
get to yeah, she did.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
okay.
like half a movie. She's in the whole final sequence.
That's true.
Uh, no, but the Oracle era of Barbara. I don't think we've ever got a live action version of
Oh
that,
yeah, when
right?
she's crippled and whatnot and doing all
Yeah,
that.
she's paralyzed
I,
from the waist down because of fucking
but I
Joker.
feel like you'd have to do the Killing Joke to lead into that. That would be a pretty interesting route to
Now there
go.
you go. What do you guys think of Zack Snyder? Depends on the project. There's
Why not?
I'm a fan of a few of his movies. There's some I'm not as big a fan of, but it's definitely not one general consensus across the board. It's depends on which
Yeah,
one it
kind of hit
is.
or miss film by
Yeah,
film.
yeah,
And yeah, so I mean, it'd be interesting for people who don't know. We're talking about one of the viewers right now asked what we thought of Zack Snyder. He's a fine filmmaker. I don't know. Hopefully, we'll see more of him soon. Maybe not in the superhero, but like we were talking earlier, I don't know if you're here. He's going to be doing a lesbian action movie with Tig Notaro, something different.
yeah.
But
And speaking of the
going
way he
back to
writes
this
characters,
story,
that would be something. Yeah, that's what we'd be intrigued to
uh,
see the way that plays out. So
yeah. Now, since she's in the Batman Part 2, do you think there's any chance of her showing up in Doomsday or Secret Wars? Because
I mean, that
ultimately,
depends. Yeah, that ultimately depends on what the character is, how that plays out, and all that stuff. I mean, I get adding star power to kind of not reinvigorate the series, but maintain attention over here. Now that it's
yeah.
like all the fingers are kind of splitting off into different directions, and it's like, yeah, some are going to get together, some aren't. So
Mm-hmm.
in the long run, they want to feel out the audience and see if they
Because I feel
can
like her death
jumble it
was
all
very
together again.
impactful in that last film, but we know people aren't always dead in superhero movies, especially with the multiverse and all that shit.
Okay,
True. I give you that.
Rick.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
no, I could. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Alfred
because no,
son
that
of
was
bitch.
the first thing I was. My mind went right back to Army of the Dead, and very different vibe. I didn't think it helps
Yeah.
when he's getting to write for characters that aren't already established, that aren't doesn't already have a fandom
Original
that
characters he's
has
creating.
like you're
Yeah.
saying. So many people not liking Batman killing anyone. I get that. That's a big part of the core of
Yeah.
his character. it, but a movie version is something different. Not to defend the choice, but
Sure.
that's why
It
it's
had
like
its fans and
it's so
has
hard to translate big fandom characters back onto the screen over and over and over again. So that's where like the as we've seen superhero fatigue before in theaters, it comes back at times.
totally.
I'd like this world though. Between the Batman and Penguin, I'm really
Yep.
enjoying the overall
And I
arcs
know
that our main characters go on.
right before we came online here, they put out the teaser for Supergirl, and I guess the full trailer's coming out soon. I haven't checked it out yet, but
Mm,
so we're getting a little glimpse of where they're going with that DCU over there. We'll find out in
right.
a couple of days. And rumor has it we're not only getting that trailer this week, but we might be getting a trailer for Doomsday as well. Which
Hmm.
I figured they'd wait till Avatar came out, but I don't know. I could be wrong. That comes out in
Yeah.
another
Hmm.
week, but be interesting. And rumor has it we're going to get 3 different trailers at once. I guess
Huh.
different team ups, but that's all speculation, I guess.
So we're going
And
like going right back to the thing they said they weren't going to do, but whatever. I
Mhm.
figured that was going to happen
Yeah.
anyways.
All right.
Oh, well, well.
All right. Well, moving on here, there are definitely a lot of trailers, Rick. We spoke a couple of episodes ago about the fact that Daniel Kaluuya is co-writing a feature film version of Spider-Punk, his breakout character from Across the Spider-Verse. Well, he
Mhm.
recently announced that he and co-screenwriter Ajan Sign have they're in the finishing stages of the first draft, and it sounds pretty promising. So hopefully we'll get a little bit of Spider-Punk news coming soon.
You know, I'm always
Vincent,
going to be a
we're going to be
sucker
talking
for.
about that subject soon. Sorry.
Yes,
What's
yeah,
up?
that'll be coming up. It's like I'm always a sucker for the Spider-Man stuff, so I would love to check that out, especially coming from those creative minds. I enjoyed that
Right.
character in that chapter of Spider-Verse, so keep them
And
coming.
it's going to be produced by Lord and Miller still, so it still has that vibe. I'm thinking that Omni vibe.
And I love that they've embraced these are different characters. We don't need to keep rehashing the exact same stuff. So and the refreshing art styles, and I just think they're fun. I've been having fun. Excited for Noir. Excited for the next Spider. All that.
Yeah, and that brings us into our next story. Like I said, we got some stories that kind of interconnect here, like a spider web. We now have the premise of Nick Cage's upcoming Amazon series Spider-Noir. And it's Spider-Noir is a live-action series based on Marvel Comics Spider-Man Noir. It tells the story of Ben Reilly, played by Nick Cage, who is described as an aging and down on his luck private investigator in 1930s New York, who's forced to grapple with his past life as the city's only superhero. And yeah, they confirmed that he's playing Ben Reilly, which is kind of interesting because I believe in the comics, Ben Reilly is a clone of Peter Parker. So does this mean Peter Parker's alive in the 30s in this world?
I'm not familiar. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar enough with this era, like this world of Spider-Man. But that would be interesting then to have. Do the Parkers exist
Right.
in some other manner? Like Parker's the villain or something, or I don't know. I don't want to misspeak. I don't want to misquote anything. But I was excited when I saw that screenshot getting promoted of the doors
because
to his
they
office
finally
and,
announced a poster. Yeah. We're getting both the color and the black and white version of the show, like we talked about a few episodes ago.
Mm-hmm. Looking cool. I'm excited for that one too.
But man, it's so intriguing how we're going from pulling this character out of an animated movie and giving him a live action show. Like, there's so much you could do in live action and in I guess animation, but I don't know. I'm intrigued. We don't know when this is coming out yet. We don't have a date for it, but I don't know. What are you gonna watch the color, or are you gonna watch the black and white? Or are you gonna jump around?
I might do both. It kind of depends. I like the idea of the black and white, but I'm always gonna then be curious. It's like once I watch one, I'm curious about how the tone of the other is gonna feel. So there's gonna be some back and forth, I think. Totally. Maybe try alternating episodes. That could be fun. I mean,
that'd be interesting.
It's very much like when watching WandaVision as it came out. You kind of never knew which tone, which flavor you're getting that. So I think you're right. Both is going to be I'm going to watch it probably twice. So
I'm with you. So yeah, we get to see our first live action version of Scarlet Spider essentially in that's going to be interesting. I don't know if this next story is as interesting. I feel like most people are not intrigued by this. Years after every studio passed on the pitch for Rush Hour 4, we might be getting to see the future exploits of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Private investors are paying for the film that's going to be directed by Brett Ratner, and Paramount will release it. And this is all happening because fucking Donald Trump wants it to happen.
Oh my God.
Like, I want to be excited for the movie, but there's so many factors.
Rush Hour 4. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Like Jackie Chan looks like he's on death's door. He can still kick ass, but Chris Tucker isn't as young and spry as he used to be. And I hope this isn't a passing of the torch. to younger audience. Like, I don't know. And just
I
Brett
need
Ratner
you
coming
to
back.
put me
He's
in
been
the
canceled.
movie. It's only
Like,
they're a great film series, but I would like another 4 or 5 more Rush Hours.
Well, a lot of people are saying that he was pushing for it because Ratner is directing a documentary about his wife, and he's kind of throwing him a bone. But it's like, the government shouldn't be interfering with what we're seeing. This isn't communist Russia.
Oh no, that's already happening. So
It
that's
is, but
yeah,
god damn, it's terrible.
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. No,
And I want to see a Rush Hour 4. I don't want it because the president wants it. I don't want it because directed by a fucking
Yeah.
a Me Too guy. It's like, what the fuck? But bring in Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Have that Knights Shanghai Knights crossover, like Britt's saying. I'd watch that.
a time traveling.
Ugh. Jackie Chan says he wants to do another Shanghai movie. That I could see. I don't know.
I mean, it's. I think he's kind of like he seems to be kind of like on this sort of Twilight ride trip of reliving the glory days a little bit. I saw a cool little clip of him meeting with a lot of his earliest stunt team coordinators and how emotional he got seeing these guys again and shit. That was cool. And I mean, the guy's still a fucking treasure. He's been had an incredible impact on cinema. And then the first Rush Hour film was such a huge deal. That's still a very entertaining film to this day.
I know people are lukewarm on Rush Hour 3, but I really liked it. Going to Paris, having the Yakuza in the mix. It was kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that came out back in 2007 or 2008. It's been a long fucking time since we've seen these two.
You know how you get to watch Rush Hour 4? Watch Rush Hour 2 twice.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
4.
Fair
Done.
enough.
Done. Don't need a 4.
All right. Well, speaking of movies that are being revived here, Dennis, it looks like the writer of Bad Boys for Life is trying to revive another Will Smith franchise because he's writing a new Men in Black movie. Will Smith is not officially on board yet, but he'll be the first one to see the script when it's completed.
I'm sorry. Where's TLJ? If there's no TLJ,
right?
I'm not sure.
How do you do
about
Men in
it.
Black without Tommy Lee Jones? Are we going to bring Josh Brolin in from the past, like a time traveling like they did in the last movie?
Is Josh Brolin now? That's funny. Is he now older, or at least the same age as Tommy Lee Jones was in the first? Yeah,
I would not be shocked.
But then we're going to keep bringing Will Smith back. Well, all right. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Will Smith. Just like, this is who I want to see, though. You know, if you're doing Men in Black, they've tried.
You gotta have to do it.
Page 1 rewrite. You know, they've tried completely swapping the characters out. That movie didn't.
Men in Black International was a flop. Nobody. Yeah. I saw it and I was so bored. The trailer looked bad, but I'm like, I gotta give it a shot. I love Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth, but they just
their talent.
It didn't have the magic as Tommy Lee.
But it's because that's why you kept coming back to Men in Black 2 and 3, because you liked seeing these two together. Their dynamic was hilarious. That's why the first film worked so well. It wasn't just the sci-fi action elements, but it was the chemistry between your two main cast.
And honestly, like we were saying, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan are a little old, but I feel like for Men in Black, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, it can still work for them. Because they're not doing crazy over the top stuff. They're reacting. They can just react and do a little bit.
Or, more of the bringing in the next.
True. Passing
the next
torch,
people. Because it's always, I feel like it's always the kind of referenced that occurs, but we never actually see it play out. You know what I mean?
True.
The end.
I mean, it's interesting because we saw Jay bring on the woman from the morgue at the end of Men in Black 1, but she wasn't around for Men in Black 2. And in the beginning, we had him getting rid of Patrick Warburton because he didn't work out, and that they had to go back to Tommy Lee Jones. So yeah, maybe actually seeing that taking place and not just like seeing someone being hired, because I guess we did see Jay going through being recruited, but we didn't see the previous guy. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I want to see these two trying to teach someone. I want to see them butt heads over which is the better plane of attack. It's like Jay,
and then you got these young kids who are like, oh, you both are doing it wrong.
Exactly, right? A whole new generation, blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe there's something in that, but
that could be interesting.
But I want to see those two again. I know it's
But
fan service,
just
but so be it.
the fact that they're writing a movie and neither star are on board yet, it's a little weird.
It's probably gonna go away. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
definitely not something I'd hold my breath for, but
The one I really wanted was the MIB 21 Jump Street crossover, but that's never going to happen.
that's right. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh, there's a few other crossover things just like that. Okay, Rick, I gotta post that one.
Yes, Hannibal Burrs in a reboot.
I'm sorry, but I would fucking love that. That could
That'd be fantastic.
Yes, I just was that monotone, just like holy fuck, as you see, that realization the first
Oh
time.
man, is that an alien
like,
that just went by? Shit.
That would be great. Well, then, all right. So then, who would be your K? I'm curious. Who's across Hannibal Buress? That would be because you gotta have that balance of. And then if you're already,
but I feel like it has to be someone a little more live wire and older,
right? Yeah, or like is K now going to be the one that's the wild card? And if you're going to reboot it, there's yeah, you guys are listening. Well, keep praying, buddy.
But
keep praying.
Oh man, that is interesting. Who would be the K in that situation?
Yeah.
Later in the episode, I'll probably think of something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, give me some Black Jesus there. Christopher Lloyd. I think it's Christopher Hampton. Christopher Lloyd would be great, man. I mean,
but like in a motorized scooter.
But he had some action scenes in Nobody and Nobody too, so it's possible.
Oh, true.
And he's a live wire, but
Mark
he's
Hamill?
so fucking old. That'd be hilarious. All right, well, moving on. Leonardo DiCaprio claims that he will not be appearing in the adventures of Cliff Booth. In fact, this is what he had to say about it. There were some talks about it early on. Ultimately, I cannot wait to see the Cliff Booth story. But I'm not in it. I think David Fincher's the perfect man for the job. Quentin is a huge fan of his work. I'm a huge fan of his work. And there's nobody better to carry on the lineage and tell that story. I think it's the next phase of Cliff Booth's life. I'm excited to see it. Do you think this is bullshit? I feel like he's probably going to pop up, and this is just trying to...
Oh, he's trying
like,
to...
be a surprise.
Tom... fucking... whatever, Spider-Man, this thing.
Not Tom Holland. Any of our Spider-Men from the past.
Well, yeah, because he's the one... Tom Holland is the one... He kept saying, I'm not in it, I'm not in it, I'm not in it. Then he's in it.
Well, no. Tom Holland's in it.
Oh.
We're talking about
I'm getting my bad.
Why do we not fucking know our Spider-Man anymore?
Let's pull a Hitchcockian cameo. Man. I mean,
God damn it.
Possibly. That's the thing. I don't know.
Maguire.
I think it's also one of those getting so far ahead of it. Oh yes, that's what. Yeah. My bad. I reversed it because Tom Holland accidentally revealed he was in one of the Avengers movies or some shit.
Yes.
It was the other way around. It was the other guys kept denying they were going to be in it. Yeah. Thank you for correcting that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I couldn't give a shit because we're getting.
I hate it. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Brad
Pitt was the best part of that movie, in my opinion.
It's called The Adventures of Cliff Booth. I don't want Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
Rick Dalton. Yeah. That's true.
That's like period. It's nothing to do with. I really enjoyed Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but if you call your movie The Adventures of Cliff Booth, then it should be the fuck about Cliff Booth. Like I'm tired of movies, doing that shit.
True. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, not a backdoor sequel. It's more of a spin-off, as it should be. All right.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Like,
well, talking about spin-offs here.
Oh, yep.
Sorry, we go back. It's all good.
Oh no! I was just gonna. It was gonna be a snarky comment. Now I can't. Okay. Mario, like the Mario Brothers movie, was the fucking Peach movie, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just nothing against Princess Peach. It's just like
she's great.
Should make it, make that the movie then. But I don't like. I'm just tired of
the Princess Peach movie.
The misleading center of who the movie's about, only to do this thing to it. Anyways.
Sorry, I jumped the gun here.
No.
But
It's all good.
while promoting the new sequence of Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair that took place a couple of weeks back in I was gonna say Team Fortress, fucking whatever the kids play, fucking
Fortnite.
Roblox. Fortnite, yeah. Kill Bill director and
Minecraft.
writer Quentin Tarantino had announced that he was once considering a Kill Bill prequel where we get to see Bill and how he became Bill and watching as his three godfathers shaped him to be the man he was. And he was really high on doing this while making the first Kill Bill films. But after completing, he was so tired, he moved on from that. But he says maybe in the future he might do it. Would you want to see a Bill prequel?
Yes.
I don't. I feel like he's a despisable character.
It's more I want to see how the legend was made.
Fair enough.
Hero or villain doesn't matter. I kind of like those when we've lived so long with an established character and we've molded in our own head what could be happening. Sometimes I find that story to be interesting. Like
True.
If we ever went back, for example, if we ever went back to the Breaking Bad universe, there's so many stories you could tell. You know who I'd want to see?
Yeah.
Fucking Mike Trout prequel. I want to see him doing the fucking dirty cop shit he was doing back in Boston.
That'd be badass.
It's seeing the rise and the assemblage of that fucking creature he turns into. That occasionally,
because he could be such a nice guy.
Yeah,
it'd be like the Better Call Saul version of Bill.
I would if it's telling how do we get to this point of, like you said, he's a despisable character. How do you make that happen? Because he then corralled a gnarly fucking group of people together. What would that take to attract that group of assassins to then listen to you? And then listen to him.
Yeah.
So I would be curious. I'd be curious. Now, would he make it?
That's the question. I mean, clearly it wouldn't be his last movie, but I could see a series of this possibly. Like we said,
yes. Ooh, a miniseries.
Seeing him in the TV world, or a novel, perhaps.
Oh, I would. Yeah, I would read that. I'd read that.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I'm a little ashamed. You and I both live in cities. We each live in one of the 8 cities where they're playing the 70mm Whole Bloody Affair, and I don't think either one's seen it. I was gonna go see it today, but the theater that's playing it was only playing it digitally. And then I'm like, do I want to spend $28? So I'm going to see it Tuesday for $5 digital. But still getting to see it, but
yeah.
Not on film.
No, 70 mil would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right. Well,
to fucking spend to see a movie.
Yeah, it's just too much. I was talking to Sarah about it because we watched the first 2 in like January. I'm like, I want to see it on film. It's like, how many times are you going to see that movie? And I'm like, yeah, but you don't get it. I believe it's playing at the probably New Bev or the Vista, if I had to guess, Rick, in Los Angeles.
His preferred theaters.
Yeah. Well, he, I think, owns both. Yeah, at the Vista, I think he has a Jackie Brown or not Jackie Brown, the actual actor, a Pam Grier coffee shop now, which I wish was existent when I lived out there.
Awesome.
But all right, sticking with Quentin, he recently put out his top 20 films of the 21st century. Do you want to plow through these really quick and see if we agree with any of them? Or is that too crazy? We can move on. We don't have to.
All 20?
Quick. We don't gotta talk about each film.
Go for it.
All right. West Side Story, Steven Spielberg, is 20. 19, Cabin Fever. 18, Moneyball. 17, Chocolat. 16, The Devil's Rejects. 15, The Passion of Christ. 14, School of Rock. 13, Jackass the Movie. 12, Big Bad Wolves. 11, Battle Royale. 10, Midnight in Paris. 9, Shaun of the Dead. 8, Mad Max Fury Road. 7, Unstoppable. 6, Zodiac. 5, There Will Be Blood. 4, Dunkirk. 3, Lost in Translation. 2, Toy Story 3. 1, Black Hawk Down. I feel like there's some hits and there's some misses there.
Wow. I would flop Black Hawk Down and Toy Story. No. That is quite the variety of films. And
all over the place.
Fascinating, though. But it's hard to argue with a lot of those titles. I understand why you would put them up that high.
Yeah. Like I gotta say, out of these,
Welcome back,
I'll
Jerry.
give if it was Fever, I like that one. If it was House of a Thousand Corpses instead of Devil's Rejects, School of Rock for sure I love. Battle Royale I love.
Yep.
Shaun of the Dead I love.
Mm-hmm.
But the others, Toy Story 3 is fantastic. Jackass the movie, I think, might have been one of the most surprising for me.
That
Like,
is interesting to me,
what?
but it's also like it kind of makes sense though, doesn't it? Because it so hard broke the mold of something you would see in the theater, and I mean, it comes down to a very brutal creativity that no one else has really hit that mark since. Yes, there have
And
been
that's what he said.
other over the top things,
It,
but
in the interview that he was given this in, he said like I haven't laughed that hard at and like talk about like the action and stuff that physically was happening. It's like I guess
yeah,
if anybody, he gets action and comedy in a perfect way.
yeah.
But
No, I still think they're funny. I wasn't as big a fan of them as they were coming out, but now I very much appreciate like it's something that will never happen again. You know, it's this
yeah,
blip in
it
the
was a
radar that was so
phenomenal
unique for its time.
experience.
Exactly, exactly.
I
Like
don't know
you're
if I
never,
told
never
you,
gonna have
but
what's that?
when Jackass 3 came out, I won these tickets to a Boston screening, and Johnny Knoxville came out, did an intro and stuff. But they were giving out these air fresheners for Dick House, their production company. Put it up in my car. Next morning, going to school, it was a shit scented one. It was the ultimate fuck you to the audience. It was great.
That is amazing.
Perfect for those films.
Oh my god! Of course it was. I was about to say that I was gonna guess piss, but shit makes more sense.
But I'm literally a buddy of mine. We're like, what? Why does my car smell like shit? And then like I'm like, oh fuck. And then I went to go put it in my buddy's car who has a Jeep and his doors were off. So I'm like, all right. I don't know if it'll stink as much, but still a little bit.
Jam it in the fucking vent. You need to go back in time and tell yourself.
Right. Don't take the free air freshener.
Don't.
It looks cool, but
gift it to someone. Don't keep it.
Yeah.
The other time I've seen Johnny Knoxville was on stage with Willie Nelson at the end of his concert.
Oh,
that was random.
interesting.
Cool.
That makes sense. They were both in Dukes of Hazzard together.
Right. And he's a big fan of Willie's, and I believe that he worked on a documentary with him about his roadie that he had for like almost his entire career. Yeah.
I realized I never changed the picture. Sorry for the viewing audience. Apologies. But do you agree with any of these? Do you disagree with any of these? Like,
yeah, a lot of the ones you mentioned. Yeah, I also agree with. There's definitely some variation to it. Like some of the order's kind of funny to me. I don't know why this. I don't think I've even seen all of the Spielberg West Side Story, so I can't.
I did
it to that.
I saw it in IMAX and I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was the 20th best film of the last couple of years.
Right, the 21st century.
And I think he even went as far to say that Spielberg directed it so well, better than anything that fucking Scorsese has done in the past 20 years. And I'm like, that's a bold fucking statement, sir.
That really is bold. I don't know. I also think Tarantino just kind of likes inflaming people and making statements like this. I mean, he said these are his favorite. It doesn't necessarily mean they're the best. So, but like with the Paul Dano shit and all the other stuff.
Oh, that brings us to our next story here. Of course, as he was doing this, here's the quote. He angered a lot of people with these comments. There will be blood would stand a better chance to be in number 1 or number 2 if it didn't have a big giant flaw in it. And that flaw is Paul Dano. And he also said that actor couldn't stand up against Daniel Day-Lewis, Titanic Daniel Plainview. Obviously, it's supposed to be a two-hander, and it's also so drastically obvious that it's not a two-hander. He is weak sauce, man. He's a weak sister. Dano, just such a weak, uninteresting guy. I don't care for him. I don't care for Owen Wilson, and I don't care for Matthew Lillard. He went on to say that Dano's the worst actor in SAG, and he said some other fucked up thing. It's like, people can think this stuff, but don't say it out loud. And Daniel's since he was a child, he was a fantastic performer.
Yeah.
And Little Miss Sunshine.
All the actors he listed, I totally disagree with because they've all had incredible performances and things. But again, I think that's just a very Tarantino-y thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say some fucked up shit to
Exactly.
get people riled up. The man has done it his entire career. We shouldn't be surprised he's
Mhm.
doing it now. Now that he's getting even
True.
older, it's just going to be wilder
Yeah.
shit, you know? Like, and the way information moves even faster these days, it's going to be easier for these fires to start. So, when I
That's
started
very
hearing
true.
that, I'm like, ugh, whatever. Now he's just, and he's,
Yeah.
you know, he's loving it. So,
Oh
it's,
yeah, he's getting attention.
yeah, exactly. Who's his
But
who's
the
his
classic
favorite
thing is
director? Like, come on.
Paul Dano hasn't said shit in retaliation. I think Lillard's the only one. He said he was hurt by it, which
Oh yeah,
understandably would be.
but that's a natural reaction, and but I think Paul's doing the right thing. Just fuck it, let you know.
Mhm. Let it blow over.
Yeah, just.
But do you think there's anything here like he turned down a role or something, or do you just think it's Tarantino being Tarantino?
I think
like
it's just Tarantino Quintoning it up. That's all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's all it is.
You want to get into the big hot button story of the week, Dennis?
Ooh, let's do it.
All right. So as we all know, if you're a fan of entertainment, the big thing we've been talking about for months is Warner Brothers is up for sale, and they've been taking bids. They took 2 sets of bids, and now Netflix has won that bidding war. They offered $82.7 billion for Warner Brothers Discovery Studios and streaming division, and they claim they'll still put films out theatrically and all this other bullshit. And of course, people are
Under
pretty
the
pissed
name
off
and all
about
that.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It's where everything's compounding too much. I
get everyone's fears. Like,
yeah,
but we've already had this.
Sure.
Paramount and Skydance. All right, that's fucked. When Fox went to Disney, they essentially did what people are afraid. All those Fox movies are pretty much going straight to Hulu, but we'll get a few scattered throughout here and there on the big screen. But
yeah,
it honestly, let's talk here. I go to the movies all the time, but I'm a weirdo. But people are staying at home watching things because we got used after the pandemic that it'll be on streaming soon, and the prices are so expensive. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's only a natural progression here. And the nice thing about Netflix, they give filmmakers a chance to make the movies they want. They give some freedom, and they make movies other studios have passed on. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I'm with you in the train of thought of I'm hopeful that it's not going to be as bad as we think it might be, right? I want those things to be preserved. Like you said, I like that risks are taken a little more often over there at Netflix than some of these other studios. I mean, just last episode, I had an incredible reaction to Train Dreams. That was a fantastic film. I don't think you would ever see that on Hulu. I don't think you would ever see that on Paramount Plus. I mean, unless it was they would turn it into a series or something. You know, like I miss getting to watch movies like that. If they can preserve the Warner Brothers presence, because that is a fucking OG studio. That is There isn't much older than that left in LA. So
and apparently
I don't know.
David Zaslav is going to stay in control. Hopefully they'll keep Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca there, because Warner Brothers is coming off of one of their biggest years. They've had almost half the big hits of the year coming out of their studio. They're a hot commodity right now.
Yep.
Now
that's also a little nervous too. Just for the same reason.
And Netflix has essentially destroyed home video, but they've revolutionized it. They made binging a thing. They made streaming a major player in the game. Like, they're innovators, and they have been given their, like, Frankenstein, the Knives Out movie I'm going to talk about later today.
Yep.
Other movies, they're giving movies theatrical windows. They're small windows, but still windows nonetheless.
And I feel like the true end game is to then really solidify an Oscar presence too. We are one of you guys now. Don't confuse us with some little, we're not YouTube. We are one of the big dogs, which I get. You want to establish that because you've had a lot of very, very good original work that has come out of the Netflix platform, but this is still scary. But this is the era we live in, so
It was bound to happen.
Yeah.
It's better than Skydance and Paramount taking it because that's even less studios.
100% agree with that. Yes, absolutely. This is the lesser of evils, I think. But
Yeah. Honestly, I was pushing more for maybe Apple because I mean, they have a good pairing together with like F1. It's like they need to get in the game a bit, but hey, whatever.
they consistently deliver entertaining stuff too.
Great
it's
shows,
a
great
smaller
films.
volume, but that's okay.
Mhm.
You don't need to, it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be banging out 7. If it were anyone else, there would be 3 more F1 fucking sequels already in our face and spin-offs and shit.
True.
And I'm glad that's not the case. So we'll have to wait and see what the fuck happens over here. But I don't know.
Now, my question is, all these people who have been like, fuck streaming, fuck Netflix, all these big directors and movie stars, do you think that tune's going to change now that Netflix is Warner Brothers?
It has to, because because as time goes on, you're going to run out of fucking corners to hide in with your film. You're not going to stay away from it. This is just what it is. So
yeah,
it doesn't mean, hopefully we can keep theaters alive, though. I still want it to exist, but I think it needs 100%. To go back to being a fucking theater and not a restaurant that's playing a movie.
And
Go
like
to
we
fucking
talked
Applebee's.
off mic a couple of weeks ago, the theater experience is dying, but the people who want to go to the theaters can go to theaters, which is nice. I think everyone should have the chance to do it at home, do it at theater, as long as movies are being made and seen and people get to choose. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But in the past, Ted Sarantos of Netflix has said theatrical is dead. That's why we don't care as much. But now it's like maybe they're willing to change now that they can be a major player.
That's bullshit. They just want to win a trophy. Come on,
they really do. They do. They haven't they?
I
with
thought,
Cuarón's last film, a couple things.
Yeah, it's just not the.
Yeah,
I'm sure not as many as they want. So, or Academy Awards and shit. I mean, they still get the attention, but it's the pedigree. Now having acquired that, it's like, well, we have this in our blood now, so it's like, all right, well, do something good with it. Don't tarnish these names.
I am excited. I'm hoping once it all happens, Max will be absorbed into Netflix because I love the Netflix interface. I love the content on Max, but I hate the interface of Max.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's frustrating. You got to dig through a million things to find one thing that you're interested in.
Right.
I don't know.
Agreed.
But like you said, a lot of people are opposed to it. All these different unions and factors. There's going to be a fight for it. It might not happen, but I'm pretty sure it will. $83 billion is hard to. I don't know.
That's an amount of money that would be hard to turn down by any company. So, yeah.
But my big thing is, why sell? I get that's why Zaslav came in to shake things up to sell it. But coming off of a hot year, why not stay in business on your own for a while? Like,
because you want to go home with that Super Bowl ring. You don't want to then turn right back around and start the next season expecting to go right back to the big game, and then you start losing games, and you're like, oh, well, fuck you guys, I'm going home. I think it's a part of it is we did it. I was able to get the fucking sticker price up to there. Now that part's done. Now that's in their hands. Now it's like, now they got to keep the fucking or because at the end of the day, they're going to have to okay all that shit. Of course, they're going to make it look like they're going to want to make it look like all the same workings are in place, the same systems are moving. We're no, don't worry, we're not getting up bullshit. We know you're going to be involved. Going back to you talking about Frankenstein, you wouldn't have a juggernaut film like that getting released without you kind of coming. It's like. No. We are going to be one and the same in big studio formats like this. Just have to see.
And then also, I was thinking something now, and I fucking forgot it. Sorry. No. It's interesting because a lot of people were theorizing that like Zack Snyder was behind this, and that once this happens, the Snyderverse will come back. There's no way in hell that's happening, folks.
It's over.
Dark day in hell that's happening. Hopefully they don't ruin the Legend of Batman, but you very well could. Video games, Warner Brothers video games, I believe. Well, they're not buying everything, but I'm pretty sure.
isn't
Yeah,
it? Wasn't that
yeah.
part of the thing? Because like their
Yeah, it's
Warner
only
Brothers
for the
music is
streaming
staying
service.
alive.
Yeah, and
It's like
theatrical, I believe.
it's yeah, like there's terms to how all the other things, because like in animation, I believe that's all staying in motion.
Yeah, it's because they're gonna sell
Um,
more stuff off in the next half of 2026. But I don't know if you saw the story. It was interesting because Paramount was so gung ho and sure they were getting it that they flew out one of their top execs to the set of Resident Evil to talk to Zach Krager about making a movie in the DC universe before they even had their final bid in. Like,
hmm.
how fucking ballsy is that move? Like, come on.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I.
All right. Well, moving on, something a little more brighter, Dennis, that we can both be excited about. In celebration of its 50th anniversary on February 19th, 2027, fans will finally get to witness the original theatrical cut of Star Wars on the big screen. We've been
Oh,
dying for it. Now we're getting it.
that's what is it? The closest we've ever got was that bootleg that was assembled by fans. There was several episodes back. I'd mentioned watching it on some weird third party
Mhm.
app that like it would get kicked off and they bring it back, and that was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed that. But I believe, I don't know if, because that was always a part of the problem, is the actual original theatrical release is actually really hard to get a hold of. Like there's only so many copies of those prints left, so that's pretty fucking awesome. I would like to be able to watch as it was released back then. And then, no New Hope, right? That was all added later. It was just
Mhm.
Star Wars. So that would be,
Yes.
that's cool. That's cool. I like the
I will
nostalgia.
say, I think as a test run, somewhere in London over at a festival a couple of months ago, they did screen it. So I'm thinking that was like a test run to see how the audience gauged it. Because it's going to be rough. Like, we don't have all
Yeah,
the fucking touch ups by CG, but
yeah,
that's what we want to see. We want to witness
exactly.
it the way everyone did.
It's for, if I want to listen to a song on vinyl, then I want to listen to it on vinyl. Like that is
Want to
its
hear the
own
pops, the
texture and
scratches.
tone, and it's all the imperfections add to that sort of warm fuzzy feeling you get when you're listening to something in that format. Just like what watching that would be. And you're 100% correct. That isn't going to be for everyone. There's definitely going to be people who are
Sure.
going to be turned off by it, but
Who can
that's not who
still
it's
watch
for.
all the remastered editions on
Exactly.
Blu-ray, Disney Plus, and whatnot? Why not?
I mean, shit, you can scroll through also, right here on YouTube, or I see it often on the Star Wars
TikTok,
subreddit
even.
of people combining all the different edits into a single frame, so you can see the differences and just how
Mm-hmm.
much they've changed the movie over time. As much as you think it's that you're still seeing the same thing. I mean, they fucking changed the Greedo Han duel 3 times at
Uh-huh.
least.
Yeah.
So it constantly changes. Even the dialogue and the subtitles has changed over the years. Um,
God,
it's
that's true.
but it's all those things, and it's
It's
not
just
knocking any
fascinating
of
how
those
much
iterations,
Lucas
but
tried burying this. And Disney is like, it's ours now, bitch. We're giving the fans what they want.
and I think it's the age group, the audience has now, it's looped back around. It's an older audience still, like
True.
we're not, this isn't doing this isn't introducing a new audience into it. I'm sure some people will be able
Mm-hmm.
to do that, but this is for an already established fan base who want to go back to those days,
100%. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna be checking this out. I'm pretty sure
Fuck
you'll
yeah.
get out there for that.
Oh,
Like, this is something big.
yeah.
I'm excited. But that's gonna take us to the end of the old news section.